Hey everyone, in this video we'll be learning about .NET MAUI collection view converters. That is a converter which converts some type of null strings to some of the text like this, because we don't want to show blank spaces, and we just want to show some text instead of blank spaces. So the converter helps to convert the dynamic text to the some type of this type of stuff. You can just add a not available also over here, that is our name as well as the address. So that is the requirement. So you can take the source code from here in my playlist video. So here in the line 29, that is our tutorial. I have already given the source code for the previous video. I'm just taking this collection view implementation and implementing the converter. So in order to implement the converter, what we actually need is the collection view first of all. Okay, and you can just use at the n type of converters too on simple this entry too, but it depends upon your use cases. But here I'll just show it to you. Simple collection view is binded with the data, and you know that, right? So I'll not explain more about this. That means user items is the sender for the like items that that need to be sent. Okay, so in my previous tutorial I have so you can see over here I have all the text over here, but whenever you are getting it from some type of different object, there might be some null strings. Okay, so I have just put some null stuffs over here, and that's all. So here what we actually need to do is we need to call a converter class. So just create a new class name as name as text converter. Okay, so whenever you create a new converter, then just don't forget to add this namespaces. And beautiful thing about this converter class is like whenever you add this text, right, so you can just give a reference, and if you implement an interface, then it will automatically generate the converter class. You don't need to actually type everything over here. Okay, so what I'm doing actually over here is the converter class that gets automatically generated whenever the value is null. Okay, then I'm returning something. So you can just return anything. If the null string is there, then just return anything, or else here also you need to check whether the string is null or empty or not. So if it is null, then return this type of stuff, or not available, you can just type over here, or else the string that was sent to this converter need to be again resent back. Okay, so this is what it means about return, or else if nothing is null, then return this stuff. And this can be done with color bindings too, like color converters too. Just this is just a text converter, this, and we can implement the color converter too. Whenever we get some string, then we can convert it to the colors too. So I'm not discussing about this in this tutorial. Now what we actually need to do is, on our main page.xaml, we are going to create a local namespaces, and we are going to call the whole project. So you can see over here, collection view XAML is the project name. Okay, so this is the project name. If you have created some folder and added text converter to the class, then don't forget to mention about the the folder name that you have used. Okay, and like after the project name. So this local namespace is going to be added as a resources, and it is going to call that text converter. So this is the text converter. Okay, so this is the text converter, and I'm given the X key name for that converter class. And then finally what I have done is, like, for that specific text, that is our name. Okay, this is the name. Okay, for each names I have added binding.name, and we have already discussed about how the binding takes place. And here what I have done is, like, I have used external parameter, that name is converter, and I'm just calling that text converter. That means for each individual item I'm sending name to this converter class. This converter is going to test the file name. If it is null or empty, it will send like this, or else it is going to send the data. That's all. So that's all for this tutorial now. Thank you guys, thanks for watching. Keep in touch for our next tutorials.